So, I'm telling you right now, go get you some popcorn, go get you something to drink, go get you a shot or two or whatever. You want to get your favorite whiskey, go get your brand of whiskey. If you got to blaze up, cause it's gonna be that type of video. This is Earth Talk 777 Studios and Broadcasting, and y'all know once I told you once you come here, y'all know how we get. It's gonna be nice, impactful. This is very impactful. Now there's a lot of rumors going around the internet. You know, people having second thoughts about that Donald Trump situation. You know, the pum, the boom boom, the pew. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, there's a lot of speculation going on out there, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I haven't had my little thoughts, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole too deep. But we're gonna go down there today. We're gonna go down the rabbit hole, y'all. So, like I said, get your popcorn, relax, roll you one, put the kids to bed, make them take a nap or whatever. It is what it is, depending on the time you're watching it. This video, boy, when I say this is gonna be, this is gonna be the shit. So, I found the video of somebody that broke it down. Now, this lady, I'm gonna see. She go by the name of let me give her a shout out. Y'all know how we do. Let me pull it up real quick. Let me give her a shout out, y'all. Y'all know I don't like to do that. Let me give this girl her shout outs. Cause y'all need to go over there and subscribe and like her channel too. And by the way, if you have any comments or whatever, how you feeling, emotional, anything, put it in the comments. Let us know. And if you got material you want us to check out and review, put it in the comments. Or you can email me at earthtalk777 I'll put some links in the description. And y'all need to go check out my new music video. It's called Independent Lifestyle. Yeah, man, that's kind of hot. I'm gonna link everything in the description. But yeah, this lady right here, she breaks it down. She breaks it down, and I mean, some of the things that I had thought about, she already she bring it to the forefront. So, let me go ahead and pull it up right quick. I couldn't even watch the whole video. I said I had to do it with y'all. I had to do it with the YouTube with the YouTube hood. My bad. I ain't gonna call y'all hood. But I had to do it with my YouTube community folks. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Y'all know how we get down. Zep Tepi, we in the building. Earth Zep Tepi, we in the building. Okay, so now this girl name is, I'm going to say Nessie Sosu. Okay, check her out. Here she go. Let me put it up there for y'all. All right. Shout out to her. And like I said, y'all know how we going to do. We're not going to talk. We ain't doing none of that. We're cutting the phones off. All that good stuff. We're not going to mislead you. Y'all know what the title said. Let's get straight to it. I'm not going to talk and talk all day long and talk your head off like some of these channels be doing. You be like, man, just get to the good stuff, man. We came from the good stuff. We don't want to hear you just ramp. So let's get to the good stuff, y'all. Like I said, buckle up. This is going to be absolutely mwah.
Where's Andy? Where Andy at?
Hey, what about Andy?
I tell you, he been hiding in the cut. Yo, this joint ready already though. Man, this like playing the game of Clue. Yo,
So what y'all know about going hard, living in the boulevards, trying to make ends meet? We getting off the streets, flying high, the sky got no limit. Real talk, we buy business. Yeah, Andy, they all in our business. We just out here trying to live it, steaks and crab legs. Pull a dictionary out so they can understand, fam. This God's plan, this where the conversation end. Yo, either they with us or peace out. We ain't playing.
Let's go.
So I spent about 30 hours reading articles, watching footage from the event, watching news reports, reading updates, and the more information I read...
So right there from the beginning, I'm going to tell you what she said. She said she watched 30 hours reading and watching and just straight about this Pum attempt. Let's go. Y'all know I am gonna stop it every now and then when something get good, because when it get good, we gotta say something, goddamn, and shit. All right. But anyway, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on out there about this. What happened? What really happened? Let's try to get somewhere. You see what I'm saying? Herb Talk Studios. It's movie time. Let's go.
The more inconsistencies I found. All of the evidence has persuaded me that this was an inside job, and I know I'm not the only one who feels this way.
It's astounding, Christo. I'll be honest with you. There is something a little bit fishy about the situation.
The reason it's called the Pac-Man perimeter is because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like Pac-Man. How is the rooftop excluded from the Secret Service or state police security bubble?
I spent just about 17 years in the military, just about 14 of which were at Tier 1 Special Operations Unit called JTF-2. And a huge part of our job was doing close protection for VIPs up to and including the Prime Minister. So I'm very familiar with the layout of these types of things and what the jobs should be. And yesterday, what happened, I have no doubts in my mind that the shooter had help from somewhere within an agency, an organization, or the government.
Hello everyone, if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your second, third, fourth time watching one of my videos and you are not yet subscribed, we already go together. Okay, make it official and hit that subscribe button. So something happened recently, in case you haven't heard. Secret Service rushes Trump...
subscribe button, y'all. Nessie, what's going on? I see ya. Yo, this is hot.
Off stage after he falls at rally. Trump says he is fine in statement after being escorted off stage during rally. Trump injured in incident at rally. In the immediate aftermath, both conservative and liberal-leaning news publications were suspiciously unwilling to say what happened to Trump. They refused to acknowledge the fact that there was a failed assassination attempt on a former U.S. president. Even Joe Biden wouldn't say the words initially.
President, do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried, President, with the security failing the
president stopped.
Y'all see his eyes when he turned. I'm not trying to say anything. Watch when he turned his head. Look at his eyes. Look at him like shit. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know how I am.
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts. So I want to make sure we have all the facts before I make any more comments. Thank you.
Are you worried, President,
right there.
with the security failing
the president stopping?
Following the incident, many low-vibrational individuals shared their disappointment that the gunman missed, including Jack Black's bandmate.
Don't miss Trump next time.
I didn't think it was funny at all, and I saw many people on the left who accused Trump of staging this for publicity. Most notably, no one...
Real quick again, like I said, we're going to go straight through it. Matter of fact, I'm going to run it back and we don't, no, not, yeah, I'm going to run it back and we're going to go straight through it. And I'm just going to be whatever, you know what I'm saying? But fair warning, I'm letting y'all know right now, everybody out there that's mocking this Donald Trump situation, y'all better stop it, man. Y'all better stop, because they gonna be watching. This is deeper than what you think it is. This is gonna get way deeper than what you think it is. I'm gonna run it back to the beginning for y'all, and I'm gonna shut my damn mouth.
So I spent about 30 hours reading articles, watching footage from the event, watching news reports, reading updates, and the more information I read, the more inconsistencies I found. All of the evidence has persuaded me that this was an inside job, and I know I'm not the only one who feels this way.
It's astounding, Christo. I'll be honest with you. There is something a little bit fishy about the situation.
The reason it's called the Pac-Man perimeter is because that's exactly
like
what it looks like. It looks like Pac-Man. How is the rooftop excluded from the Secret Service or state police security bubble?
Oh, that was a bubble?
About 17 years in the military.
Oh,
whoa. Special operations unit.
Let me go back to this real quick. Okay, so that was the that right there, that was the Secret Service perimeter. Why can't they make a full circle? So the Secret Service only said they only watching the Pac-Man face. What about the other part over there, where the shooter was on the building? So they didn't watch that part either. See, this is new. I don't know nothing about this. See, we watching this the first time together, y'all. Yo, put down in the comments if y'all think I'm tripping. But why? Let's keep going. See, I ain't seen it. I had to stop it, and I said I'm watching it with YouTube. All right, I'm watching with this. This is raw. This is fresh. You know, this is a real reality. I mean, this is real. This is a real reaction for real. And we watching this together.
Pac-Man perimeter is because that's exactly what it looks like. It looks like Pac-Man. How is the rooftop excluded from the Secret Service or state police security bubble?
I spent about 17 years in the military, just about 14 of which were at Tier 1 Special Operations unit called JTF2. And a huge part of our job was doing close protection for VIPs, up to and including the Prime Minister. So I'm very familiar with the layout of these types of things and what the job should be. And yesterday, what happened, I have no doubts in my mind that the shooter had help from somewhere within an agency, an organization, or the government.
Hello everyone, if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your second, third, fourth time watching one of my videos and you are not yet subscribed, we already go together. Okay, make it official and hit that subscribe button. So something happened recently, in case you haven't heard. Secret Service rushes Trump off stage after he falls at rally. Trump says he is fine in statement after being escorted off stage during rally. Trump injured in incident at rally. In the immediate aftermath, both conservative and liberal-leaning news publications were suspiciously unwilling to say what happened to Trump. They refused to acknowledge the fact that there was a failed assassination attempt on a former U.S. president. Even Joe Biden wouldn't say the words initially.
President, do you think there was an assassination attempt?
I don't know enough to. I have an opinion, but I don't have any facts.
Told y'all, get your popcorn, man. This is gonna be great.
Before I make any more comments.
And we just getting started. This is going to be good.
The president stopping.
Following the incident, many low vibrational individuals shared their disappointment that the gunman missed, including Jack Black's bandmate.
Don't miss Trump next time.
I didn't think it was funny at all, and I saw many people on the left who accused Trump of staging this for publicity. Most notably, no one's favorite person, Amanda Seales.
That was more staged than a Tyler Perry production of Medea Runs for President.
See, that's
where'd the blood come from?
For the record, clearly this was not.
I'm talking about. People died out there, man. If it was staged, I understand why people would say that. But if it was staged, people died. So you staged something to kill somebody? So. Look at me. You know what?
for publicity. Trump was injured, 2 men in the stands were injured, and one man lost his life protecting his family. I would like to give my condolences to the family of Corey Comparator. He was a father of 2 daughters and he was a firefighter. A GoFundMe was started for the family, and so far it has raised over $4 million. His life was real, his untimely death was real, and it's incredibly insensitive for people to claim that this was staged. You know, leftists are usually the ones who label anyone who entertains a conspiracy theory a right-wing nut job. So what does that make them? While I don't agree that this event was staged, I do agree that there's something off about it. The more information we get is the more questions I have, and so I want to go over all of the information we have so far, and at the end of the video I have a very eerie clip to show you guys of a man who accurately predicted the shooting of Donald Trump 4 months ago. But first, I want to talk about the gunman Thomas Matthew Crooks. As of the making of this video, the FBI says they have found no clear motive for why he attempted to kill President Trump. Crooks apparently had no social media presence despite being 20 years old, which in and of itself is suspicious. We've been told the only social media platform he used was Discord, and the FBI says they didn't find anything incriminating on his Discord account. Also,
Now that is kind of weird, y'all. Now you tell me what 20-year-old kid that is not involved with no internet at all. That right there is weird itself. Like she said, you're 20 years old and so you're not on Facebook, you're not on Instagram, you're not on TikTok, you're not on YouTube, you're not on nothing. You're not on anything. And you're a teenager? That's okay.
Has since deleted his account following the shooting. So there's that. The FBI has not found a manifesto explaining his motivations. Crooks had no criminal history, no reported history of mental illness, and no one has come.
Only thing that only social media platform he was on was Discord, and they deleted it after the pum.
Forward with any useful information about why he would target former President Trump. One of his former classmates came forward and said that Crooks was often bullied for the clothes that he wore and for wearing a COVID mask. However, a guidance counselor from the high school who says he knew Crooks very well and his sister very well told the Washington Post that isn't true. Jim Knapp, who worked at Bethel Park High School for 30 years, said he was Crooks' guidance counselor for the last 3 years at the school. He described his former student as quiet, intelligent, cooperative, and well-spoken. Knapp said he noticed that Crooks spent most of his time with a group of about 5 boys. During Crooks' sophomore year, he would often sit alone in the cafeteria. Knapp said he later learned that Crooks' schedule that year did not align with that of his closest friends. Knapp said he would check in on Crooks and ask if he could join him at the lunch table. In response, Knapp recalled, Crooks would say, "No, I'm okay, Mr. Knapp. I'll just sit here by myself." Then he would return to his phone to play games. The counselor described that behavior as normal for a high school student. Throughout the junior and senior year, he said, Crooks ate lunch with his friends. Knapp said he chose to talk publicly about his relationship to Crooks because of reports that the young man had been bullied at high school, allegations that the guidance counselor adamantly denies. "I know for a fact he wasn't bullied in school," Knapp said, "because if he were, I would have known about it." Crooks lived about an hour away from where the rally was held. He lived at home with both of his parents, who, ironically, are both registered social workers. I say ironically because they're supposed to be trained in identifying like psychological distress or a troubled individual, but they seem to have not noticed that their son was spending an increasing amount of time at the local shooting range where he had a membership, nor did they notice he was building explosives in his room. According to the FBI, when reviewing Crooks' shipping history to the house, they discovered that over the last few months, Crooks had received several packages and some were marked as containing hazardous material. On the day of the shooting, they found an explosive device in his home. They found 2 explosive devices in his car, and in his pocket, they found a transmitter to detonate the bombs, presumably to detonate the bombs that were inside of his car, which was parked outside of the rally. One thing that they didn't find was ID. He had no ID in his pocket, no ID amongst his belongings. So you know what they did? According to reports, they ID'd him using DNA and facial recognition. Pardon? First of all, how do you accurately do facial recognition on a person after you shot them in the face? I can't show you the pictures, but they are on Twitter. Secondly, I thought you had to be in a criminal database for them to cross-reference your DNA. Crooks had no criminal record, so how did they all...
That's explosive. That's explosive. I don't think y'all heard what she just said. That was... Ooh, okay, I'm going to go back just a tad bit. Ding! All right.
Recognition on a person after you shot them in the face. I can't show you the pictures, but they are on Twitter. Secondly, I thought you had to be in a criminal database for them to cross-reference your DNA. Crooks had no criminal record, so how did they already have his DNA to ID him? Maybe someone can explain that to me in the comment section, because I don't understand. Unless he previously voluntarily gave his DNA to the CODIS system, how did the FBI ID him using DNA? And how did they do it so quickly? We knew his identity after an hour or so. How, Sway?
Yourself.
How, Sway? You know what else the FBI said they found amongst his belongings? They said they found a receipt for Home Depot, a receipt for a 5-foot ladder that he purchased from Home Depot. And they say that was the ladder that he used to climb the building and access the roof. I'm not a ladderologist, but how the f is that a 5-foot ladder? The math is not mathing. You're telling me that building is 5 feet tall? Who works in there, hobbits? Just to confirm I'm not crazy, I went to the Home Depot website, I selected the one in Butler, Pennsylvania, and I filtered for a 5-foot ladder. A 5-foot ladder has 4 steps on it. When I filtered for a 10-foot ladder, I found this ladder, which was identical and has the same number of steps. So, he did not use a 5-foot ladder. That's a f***ing lie. Now you have to ask yourself, why would they lie about the fact that he bought a 5-foot ladder? And if they're willing to lie about something that is so fucking obvious, what else are they lying about? So you're telling me he transported a 10-foot ladder in a Hyundai Sonata and no one noticed? Like, is the car even 10 feet long? If you were to transport a 10-foot ladder in that car, you would have to have the trunk open. That's pretty noticeable. No one noticed that. And so he then parked his car outside of the rally, removed a 10-foot ladder, carried a 10-foot ladder all the way to that point and set it up, and no one noticed? According to news reports, this is not me saying this. This is Fox News and CNN. They said he bought the ladder the day of the rally. So you're telling me he carried a 10-foot ladder in broad daylight from his car all the way to that building and no one noticed? It's impossible. Unless he has access to an invisibility cloak, someone else helped him. Mind you, this building, the one he climbed on top of, was a law enforcement command center. And there were 3 counter snipers inside of the building while he was doing all of this. And none of them had been...
I told y'all get your popcorn. I told y'all get the popcorn and get your drinks, man. I know. Take a break. Take a break. Good God. Shit, she on something, man. Oh, she might be. Oh, shit, she on something. Let me go back just a little bit, y'all. It was going so quick. I ain't shit. I got lost. Wait a minute. Shit, I just fell right in there. All right, let's go. Damn, I fell right in that hole.
Did the FBI ID him using DNA? And how did they do it so quickly? We knew his identity after an hour or so. How, Sway?
Yourself.
How, Sway? You know what else the FBI said they found amongst his belongings? They said they found a receipt for Home Depot, a receipt for a 5-foot ladder that he purchased from Home Depot. And they say that was the ladder that he used to climb the building and access the roof. I'm not a ladderologist, but how the f is that a 5-foot ladder? The math is not mathing. You're telling me that building is 5 feet tall? Who works in there, hobbits? Just to confirm I'm not crazy, I went to the Home Depot website, I selected the one in Butler, Pennsylvania, and I filtered for a 5-foot ladder. A 5-foot ladder has 4 steps on it. When I filtered for a 10-foot ladder, I found this ladder which was identical and has the same number of steps. So, he did not use a 5-foot ladder. That's a f***ing lie. Now you have to ask yourself, why would they lie about the fact that he bought a 5-foot ladder? And if they're willing to lie about something that is so fucking obvious, what else are they lying about? So you're telling me he transported a 10-foot ladder in a Hyundai Sonata and no one noticed? Like, is the car even 10 feet long? If you were to transport a 10-foot ladder in that car, you would have to have the trunk open. That's pretty noticeable. No one noticed that. And so he then parked his car outside of the rally, removed a 10-foot ladder, carried a 10-foot ladder all the way to that point and set it up, and no one noticed? According to news reports, this is not me saying this. This is Fox News and CNN. They said he bought the ladder the day of the rally. So you're telling me he carried a 10-foot ladder in broad daylight from his car all the way to that building and no one noticed? It's impossible. Unless he has access to an invisibility cloak, someone else helped him. Mind you, this building, the one he climbed on top of, was a law enforcement command center, and there were 3 counter snipers inside of the building while he was doing all of this. And none of them had been ordered to secure the roof. They all stayed inside of the building and they looked out the window towards the rally. And when the director of the Secret Service, a woman named Kimberly Cheadle, was asked why they didn't station any counter snipers on top of the roof, she said the reason was because it was too steep and she was concerned for their safety. Pardon? They were standing on it after they shot crooks and they seemed fine. And what about these snipers who are stationed on a roof with a steeper slope? One officer that was inside that building says that he saw Crooks walking around on the ground, and at that time he was empty-handed. Crooks was checking out their roof and then he left. Crooks then returned to the building, sat down, and looked at his phone. At this time, one of the snipers that was inside the building noticed, and he took a picture of Crooks, but he did not confront him. Crooks then took out a rangefinder and began using it to choose a spot to shoot from. At this time, the same sniper who had just taken his photo saw Crooks using the rangefinder, and he radioed to a command post about Crooks' suspicious behavior, but still no one confronted him. Crooks then left again and returned with a backpack. Secret Service snipers again alerted their command post about Crooks' actions, but still they didn't confront him. Why? Why? This kid was as discreet as the lip filler in Kylie Jenner's lips. You can't miss it. The Secret Service literally watched him.
Shit, she's, I don't know. She going, y'all. She's in there. She's in that bag, man. She in her bag right now. Shit, she in the bag, dog. Shit, I don't know. It's a lot of good points. Make me thinking. I'm thinking.
Step by step, prepared to assassinate the president, and they just sat there radioing each other and texting each other pictures like, hey, do you see that suspicious guy? Yeah, I see him. Okay, yeah, I'll keep an eye on him. Okay, yeah, me too. These guys were as useless as a 90-year-old security guard at a bank. You know he's not going to prevent a robbery. He's just going to be another witness. That's what these guys were. Another witness. Several people at the rally saw Crooks climbing up the ladder onto the roof, and they notified law enforcement.
We noticed a guy bear crawling up the roof of the building beside us, 50 feet away from us.
And he had a gun, right?
He had a rifle. We could clearly see him with a rifle. The police are down there running around on the ground. We're like, hey, man, there's a guy on the roof with a rifle. And the police were like, huh, what? You know, like they didn't know what was going on. You know, we're like, hey, right here on the roof. We can see him from right here. We see him. You know, he's
the more and more
I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why is
this information and all this stuff come out, it does look a little weird. I ain't gonna lie to you. It does look a little weird. A little suspicious, man.
Looking at us from the top of the barn. I'm pointing at that roof, just standing there like this. Next thing you know, 5 shots ring out.
This photo shows the building he used to get a vantage point of the rally. Crooks was approximately 130 meters away from the stage. There's also this photo which shows him moving around on the roof. This photo was taken by a counter sniper at 5:45 p.m., 26 minutes before Crooks opened fire on the rally. Milk Bar TV put together a real-time compilation video. This video syncs together angles of the event from different people's perspectives so you can see just how much time the Secret Service had to neutralize the threat, but they didn't. Take a look.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look what happened.
I hope he's turning this way. Be careful, guys.
TV put together a real-time compilation video. This video syncs together angles of the event from different people's perspectives so you can see just how much time the Secret Service had to neutralize the threat, but they didn't. Take a look.
That chart's a couple of months old, and if you want to really see something that's sad, take a look what happened.
They let him. Let me shut up, man.
I hope he's turning this way. Be
That's
careful.
crazy. Another one?
As you can see in the video, the snipers had their guns focused on Crooks, but they didn't shoot until he shot first. Why wait? Maybe it was incompetence, or maybe it was something more nefarious. Now here's where we go down the conspiracy theory rabbit hole. There were other rooftops nearby that the Secret Service failed to secure. Is it possible that there was a second shooter either on the roof of the community center or on the water tower, and Crooks is just a patsy?
Sources were telling me that Secret Service identified the bullets being fired, which came from about 488 yards away. Yards, not feet, yards. Yesterday, another source brought me some great information showing that the Butler Gymnastics Club is precisely that same distance away, about 488 yards away. This is all from a vantage point facing the stage where President Trump was located. The Trump stage, Thomas Crooks roof location, and Butler Gymnastics Club line of sight. We contacted the Butler Gymnastics Club today, waiting for a response from them because right now they're closed for the summer on Saturdays. So even if that part doesn't compute, we now have 3 separate eyewitnesses who have now confirmed moments after the shooting they saw shots being fired from another location, the water tower direction, in the same line of sight as the Butler Gymnastics location that we showed earlier. So multiple now eyewitnesses saying that they saw shooters from another location, bullets fired from the water tower. Watch.
Hit the ground, and he kept standing. I was like, you got to get down, boy. You got to get down. They're going to shoot you. Because if they would have had like a machine gun, they could have taken us all out. So then we laid there for a while. We saw different places where the gunshots were at. And then they got President Trump down, Secret Service did, and they took him out of there and got him off of the stage. And he was bleeding. And so then my son and daughter-in-law was back behind us, back behind the fence. And we was worried about them. We couldn't call them. And so we started trying to get after them then when they finally let us out. And they had been right by the fence where the other shooter was. There was one I heard in the water tower. There was one by the fence.
The sharpshooter shot to the left. He killed the gentleman in the water tower here. Now, when I called my husband at home, who's watching
He killed what?
I thought Trump hurt his
So then we need to find out who died on the water tower.
Before Trump hit the ground, the ear was bleeding. Now they feel that there was 2 shooters on both sides. So they got the one on the tower on this side, but the one on the right side they never got. So that's why they wanted us to leave immediately.
Okay, so if they did. Okay, so to debunk that, we need to find out if somebody died at the water tower. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, y'all. I'm just throwing that out there.
And maybe that's why they waited, because if they killed Crooks too early, then the real sniper wouldn't have a fall guy. This information, of course, has not been proven, but is certainly within the realm of possibility. And I believe it's worth investigating, especially
Right,
with
that's
everything
what
we
I'm
know
saying.
about all of the
We can
various
look
alphabet
it up.
agencies and questionable assassinations of other political figures, such as John F. Kennedy and Robert F. Kennedy. And speaking of questionable things, there is another clip that has many people asking questions. A woman at the rally was standing behind Trump and appears to have been bracing for something before any shots were fired, and she seemed quite unfazed.
Watch this, dude. Watch. Watch. She sits down. Yep. Watch this. Puts the sign up.
Take a look at what happened.
Shots go off.
She's completely normal. And then watch.
That was weird.
She's got her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out.
And she on her
she's
phone.
just like right
She's
there.
filming it.
And
Yo,
there's this clip
that
of a
was
Secret
weird.
Service agent
Oh.
talking on his headset while they are escorting Trump into a vehicle. The guy then points his gun at Trump for a moment, and then he puts it down. Another piece of information that has surfaced, which has caused...
Watch this. Puts the sign up.
Hold on, y'all. That was weird. I told you this is going to be good. Get your popcorn and shit. All right.
And speaking of questionable things, there is another clip that has many people asking questions. A woman at the rally was standing behind Trump and appears to have been bracing for something before any shots were fired, and she seemed quite unfazed.
Watch this, dude. Watch. Watch.
Okay,
She sits down.
She ducked
Yep.
down.
Watch this.
What's she looking for?
Puts the sign up.
Take a look at what happened.
Shots go off.
She's completely normal. And then watch.
And then she's got her.
What the fuck? What the fuck? People are freaking out.
And she's filming.
And she's just like right there.
And there's this clip of a Secret Service agent talking on his headset while they are escorting Trump into a vehicle. The guy then points his gun at Trump for a moment, and then he puts it down. Another piece of information that has surfaced, which has caused suspicion about crooks, was an appearance he made in a BlackRock commercial. If you're not familiar with who BlackRock is and what they do, this video will explain it.
There's a good chance you've never heard of BlackRock. Founded in only 1988, in less than 30 years, this American financial firm would grow to become the company that owns the world, managing assets worth $6.4 trillion. And that's just the beginning.
It said BlackRock own everything, y'all. It is. I hadn't heard that before.
For its clients. It receives sensitive data from banks, insurance companies, and other important institutions. Through Aladdin, BlackRock has insights about the management of financial assets worth another $20 trillion. BlackRock also has shares and voting rights in many of the biggest European companies, in sectors such as energy, oil and gas, transportation, food, and of course, finance. Governments and central banks invite a BlackRock subsidiary called BlackRock Solutions to audit them, and to provide advice about the management and rescue of banks. Yet at the same time, BlackRock is often a major shareholder in these same banks. In other words, the company often sits on both sides of the table. BlackRock Solutions gets privileged access to highly sensitive information that could be valuable to BlackRock itself. In January 2018, BlackRock's founder and chairman, Larry Fink, sent a letter to all of the CEOs of the companies BlackRock is invested in, asking them to do more than deliver financial performance and make a positive contribution to society. So BlackRock not only owns the world, it also wants to save it.
The most damning piece of evidence that has come to light that indicates the elites knew about the plan to assassinate Trump can be found in the stock market. On July 12th, the day before the Trump rally, an investment company called Austin Private Wealth LLC bought 12 million put options of Trump Media and Technology Group Corp. This type of investment indicates they anticipated something would cause a drop in the value of DJT stock, something like the assassination of Trump.
Oh my God.
Since this information has come to light,
wow.
when you go on the AustinPrivateWealth.com website, they have this notice. The SEC filing, which showed that Austin Private Wealth shorted a large number of shares of Trump Media and Technology Group Corp, was incorrect, and we immediately amended it
Y'all gotta
as
share the
soon as we
video,
learned
man.
of
Share the
error.
video.
No client of APW holds or has ever held a put on DGT in the quantity initially reported.
like
The correct
button.
holding
Hit the
amount was
share
12
button right
contracts
now.
or
Hit that like
1,200
button.
shares,
Hit the subscribe
not 12
button.
million shares, as we filed in error. How convenient. It could just be a coincidence, but
This
an
is
astonishing
weird.
coincidence it is. The FBI insists that Crooks was a lone shooter. They investigated his vehicle, they investigated his home, they took his laptop, they took his cell phone, and they have unlocked his cell phone. And they say they found no useful information. They are still analyzing his laptop, and I predict they will once again tell us that they found no useful information. But I want to end this video with this very eerie clip. A video featuring a man named Brandon Biggs has resurfaced, and this video was uploaded to YouTube 4 months ago, and just listen to what he said.
He said there's going to be a new wave of patriotism coming out, and that's whenever I saw Trump, and I saw a red wave coming out of Michigan, and it was being birthed, and it just kept spreading like fire all throughout America, all throughout. And I saw Trump rising up, and then I saw an attempt on his life. This bullet flew by his ear, and it came so close to his head that it busted his eardrum.
What?
And I saw he fell to his knees during this time frame, and he started worshiping the Lord. He got radically born again during this time frame. I'm talking, people say he's saved now, but he becomes really on fire for Jesus, for what I saw coming. I saw him winning the presidency through great the Lord showed me it would go clear into the summer. Great persecution would come on him through the judges and through the law and all these people trying to sue him and all this stuff. But there would be a stop to it, and there things would start to break free come toward the fall. And then I saw him winning the election through the Patriots coming out and voting, and then there will be a great economy crash. Yeah. I saw they had a great economy plan, a crash. Worse than the Great Depression.
Some people say it was luck that saved Trump's life, and some people say it was divine intervention. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you liked this video, please don't forget to hit the like button, because when you do, it helps other people find my video in the algorithm. If you are not yet subscribed, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I want to say thank you to the 100,000 plus of you who have subscribed to my channel. I have officially crossed the threshold. I do not have my my plaque yet. When I do get the plaque, I will show you guys. It might take a couple weeks before I get it. There's some of you who are members of my membership here on YouTube, so I want to say thank you to you guys. There's some of you who are supporting me on Patreon. I want to say thank you to you guys as well. Thank you so much. Yeah, just thank you. That's all I have to say. A lot of gratitude. If you liked this video and you would like to see 2 more like it, I will have 2 more videos for you in the end cards. Don't forget to check out my links below to check out my social media links and everything else. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.
I know you're like, say something, say something. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. That was very interesting. That was very interesting. I'm gone. Peace. Bye, y'all. I'm gone. What do y'all think? Put it in the comments, man. Hit the like button. Hit the like button on the video so we can get it out there. Share it. Share it. Hit the like button so we can get in the algorithm. Damn, that was good.